Hey everyone, it's within the new year and I've got all these knives on my table, and just looking at all of them, it's about 15 minutes of me speaking about each and every single one. Well, not gonna do that. I could, but I think I'd really bore you out. Well, let me just give you an aerial view. Start cruising here. These are some cheap Winchesters. That one I use in the garden. But anyways, these are from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They're a cheap set that I got for Christmas one time. This is an Imperial. Here's WRK's country over here. This set is called the Exchanger. You can take the blade out. These are from my other channel. These are $20 knives that are actually, is that going to show? No. They're like about a $75 knife. That one's called a peanut. It's a little thing. There's some other peanuts right there. These are Texas toothpicks. Small Texas toothpicks. And this knife, and this is the mini copper lock. They're about almost the same price. It's like a $50 knife. These are $49 knife. This one I think is the oldest case that I've got, and the name of that is, I've already bored you out. Anyway, here's another old case knife. This one, and this one's called the Buck Panther, I think. Got it at a secondhand store for about $10 a piece. I showed this knife on an unboxing, but it didn't cut very well. And the manufacturer for this one is a Roscoe in Japan. I can't find any information about that. Well, here's a Kershaw leather lock, liner lock, little SOG automatic thing. That was an expensive knife. Leatherman, first one I ever bought, broken, sent it to the company. They sent me one back. Okay, old timer. You've seen those. This is another one. This one I found detailing a car. This one was in a washer at a laundromat. CRKT knife that I use for the death clay. Some other not so cheap little Tanto blade knife. A buck knife that I got for $6, Kmart, number 482. What a steal. A little pink one from Buck, $2.92. This one I found in junior high in some playground. Broken, stuck it in my sock. Okay, here's some other knives over here that I didn't talk about. This one, it's a Stockman. This one is a fishing knife. Let's see here. Before I get into those other Buck knives. An expensive fishing knife on that one. Still got some scales on it. There's a scale and bottle opener. This part right here is for sharpening fishing hooks. This is a bird knife. Same handle like this one here that's called a muskrat. But this one, no, that's the fishing knife. This is the bird knife, which has a gut hook on it. Stick it in the bird, twist it around, pull the guts out. Sod Buster from Case. I bought it at Lowe's hardware store, and it's a CV blade knife, and it got rusted up pretty bad. Well, let me cruise over here. 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Small game buck knife. And there's a larger game buck knife. This is the 118. Okay. Let's cruise. Okay, electrical knife, Pakistan knife, cheapy knife. This one's quite interesting because it says USA on it, and this is 1945. I think that's from a mess kit. Buck. Okay, we got another buck. This is a buck 110. Another 110, but a 50th anniversary edition. Cruise over here. This is a pilot bailout kit knife from Cutless. A big old machete. I got to use a screwdriver to get that liner lock back into place. That thing will chop some branches. This one's from Cutless also, but it's called a lever lock. There was a lever here that you push down. It opened up the blade, but it got lost. That's what happens when you play with knives. This one's called a Cuda by Cutless. It's pretty loose, you can fling it open, but I'll probably throw the knife. Over there in the background, that's called a... Let's take a cruise over here. Make it interesting. This is called a Yulu from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. It's a cheap knife, but it works pretty good. And here's another example of a Yulu. Yulu means the curved blade, right? Yeah. And right in your face are some Imperial knives. They're fishing knives. They're all about the same. Can you see that? It says Imperial. Of course, the scale part of it, you can remove the hook from that part. Now, of course, the important part, bottle opener. Same thing with this one, but this one here is a Colonial brand. This is a cheap Barlow knife. This one's a cheapie from Japan. And I got this one in Palm Springs. It used to be my everyday carry, but then a screw fell loose right here, and I can't find another one for it. And let's see. For honest fishermen, for dishonest fishermen, hidden blade knife. Let's see. Let me cruise this back. That case knife is a Stockman. I got that like for 30 bucks. Is that all I show? Yes. Oh, quickly with a minute, 8 minutes in. Hopefully I haven't bored you out. This one is from Disneyland, like a King Arthur's knife. A memento from Disneyland, and also, let's see here. You got that. See the ship real quick? Oh, it's a pirate cutlass. Also from Disneyland. Whew, I'm worn out. 8 minutes in. Thank you all for checking this out. Questions, comments, I'll show you that exchanger in a private little section. Thank you for watching. Check this out later.